Your body may be whispering warnings about your health, but it's doing it through your feet. Seems strange, doesn't it? But the truth is, those two appendages at the end of your legs are actually sophisticated diagnostic tools that most men completely overlook. If you've noticed swelling around your ankles, discoloration on your skin, fungus on your toenails, hot feet keeping you up at night, or strange tingling sensations, this might be more than just age catching up with you. In fact, your feet could be the first signs of poor circulation and declining testosterone, two issues that directly impact your energy, strength, and yes, even your performance in the bedroom. I'm Dr. Michael from Vital Core 60, and today I'm going to share something that most doctors won't tell you. Your feet are actually an early warning system for your hormonal and vascular health. In the next 15 minutes, you'll learn 7 common foot symptoms and what they could be saying about your testosterone levels and circulation, and more importantly, the actions you can take today to start addressing these issues naturally. This isn't about masking symptoms with medications. This is about reading the signals your body is sending and responding with wisdom. Comment below. Have you ever noticed anything strange in your feet and didn't know what it meant? Your experience might help another man recognize what his body is trying to tell him. Introduction: the body's early warning system. Think about it. Your feet are the farthest point from your heart. Blood has to travel all the way down your body, fighting gravity every inch of the way to reach your toes. That's why changes in circulation, oxygen delivery, and hormone regulation often show up in your feet first, before anywhere else. I like to think of the feet as the canary in the coal mine for men's health. They're the first to show signs when something's not working optimally in your cardiovascular or hormonal systems. Now, I want to be clear. This video is not about diagnosing disease. I'm not here to create fear or tell you that foot symptoms mean you have a serious condition. That's for your doctor to determine. What I am here to do is help you learn to read the functional early signs of imbalance, the whispers your body sends before they become shouts. Because when it comes to testosterone and circulation issues, the earlier you catch them, the easier they are to address. So let's decode the messages your feet may be sending you, and what they could mean for your testosterone, circulation, and overall vitality as a man over 60. The 7 signs in your feet, and what they mean. Sign number 1. Red or brown spots on the lower leg or foot. Have you noticed small red or brown spots appearing on your ankles, lower legs, or feet? These aren't just cosmetic concerns. They're telling you something important about what's happening inside your body. These spots, sometimes called petechiae when they're small and red, or hemosiderin staining when they're larger and brownish, are actually tiny amounts of blood that have leaked out of weakened blood vessels. What this indicates is poor blood flow and oxygenation. When blood vessels become weak or damaged, they can leak small amounts of blood into surrounding tissues. Over time, this creates visible spots on the skin. Here's what's interesting for men over 60. These spots often relate directly to testosterone-linked vascular decline. You see, testosterone plays a crucial role in maintaining the health of your blood vessel walls. As testosterone levels drop with age, the integrity of these vessels can deteriorate. These spots may signal early endothelial dysfunction, a fancy term that simply means the inner lining of your blood vessels isn't functioning optimally. This is the same mechanism that can impact blood flow to other critical areas, including the heart and the pelvic region. For men over 60, these spots tend to show up more frequently because of the natural decline in testosterone that occurs with aging. By age 70, many men have testosterone levels 30–50% lower than they had in their 30s, and this directly impacts vascular health. What action can you take? First, increase your intake of flavonoid-rich foods like berries, dark chocolate, and citrus fruits. These compounds help strengthen blood vessel walls. Second, consider supplements that support vascular integrity like grapeseed extract and vitamin C. And third, daily movement is essential. Even just walking for 20 minutes helps improve circulation to your extremities. Sign number 2, spider veins or varicose veins. Spider veins, those small purple or blue lines that can appear on your feet or ankles, or their larger cousins, varicose veins, aren't just cosmetic issues. They're often related to a hormonal imbalance that many men over 60 face: excess estrogen and low testosterone. You see, testosterone helps maintain proper vascular tone, the ability of your blood vessels to contract and expand as needed. When testosterone drops and estrogen becomes relatively higher, a common pattern in aging men, your veins can lose their elasticity. These visible veins are essentially blood vessels that have lost their ability to efficiently push blood back up toward your heart. The valves inside the veins weaken, allowing blood to pool, and the result is these visible lines or bulging veins. For men over 60, this venous insufficiency becomes more common not just because of age, but specifically because of hormonal shifts. Your body needs proper testosterone levels to maintain the strength and tone of vessel walls. What's more concerning is that if your feet and ankles are showing these signs, you might be experiencing similar vascular weakness throughout your body, including areas crucial for male performance and vitality. What can you do about it? Regular elevation of your feet above heart level for 15 to 20 minutes daily can help reduce pressure. Compression socks worn during the day can significantly improve circulation. And from a nutritional perspective, horse chestnut extract and rutin have shown benefits for venous health. Most importantly, addressing the underlying hormonal balance through diet, exercise, and stress management can make a tremendous difference. Sign number 3. Cracked heels or dry skin. Cracked heels or chronically dry skin on your feet might seem like just an aesthetic issue or a sign you need to use more moisturizer. But for men over 60, this could actually suggest problems with your absorption of fat-soluble vitamins and essential fatty acids like omega-3s. These nutrients are crucial for maintaining healthy skin, but they're also vital building blocks for hormone production, including testosterone. Your body uses cholesterol and essential fats to create testosterone, and when these pathways are disrupted, both your skin and your hormone levels can suffer. Dry, cracked skin on your feet often indicates liver sluggishness or hormone synthesis disruption. Your liver is the main processing center for fats in your body, and it plays a key role in activating vitamin D, another crucial component for testosterone production. Men over 60 are particularly susceptible to this issue because natural changes in digestion and liver function can reduce your ability to process fats efficiently. This creates a double challenge: less absorption of the nutrients you need and more difficulty converting them into vital hormones. What can you do? First, increase your intake of omega-3 rich foods like wild-caught salmon, sardines, and walnuts. Second, support your liver with cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and Brussels sprouts. Third, ensure adequate vitamin A, E, D, and K2 intake. These fat-soluble vitamins are essential for both skin health and hormone production. Finally, consider adding a tablespoon of high-quality olive oil to your daily routine to provide the fats your skin and hormonal system need. Sign number 4. Hot feet at night. If you're kicking off the covers because your feet feel like they're burning up at night, pay attention. This isn't just a comfort issue. It could be a marker of inflammation or cortisol dysregulation in your body. Hot feet, particularly at night, often results from small fiber neuropathy or poor temperature regulation related to inflammatory processes. And here's where it connects to testosterone. Inflammation and testosterone have an inverse relationship. As one goes up, the other typically goes down. For men over 60, nighttime hot feet can also signal a disruption in your circadian rhythm and hormone production cycles. Your body should naturally lower core temperature at night to facilitate deep sleep, when much of your testosterone is actually produced. When this process is disrupted, both sleep quality and hormone production can suffer. This symptom tends to increase with age because inflammatory processes often become more pronounced, and the body's natural cooling mechanisms become less efficient. Additionally, cortisol rhythms can become dysregulated, interfering with testosterone production and release. If this video is helping you connect the dots, hit the like button. It really helps us reach more men like you who are looking for real answers, not just prescriptions. What actions can help with hot feet? First, try a 10-minute cold water soak for your feet before bed. Second, magnesium supplementation has shown remarkable benefits for temperature regulation and sleep quality. Third, addressing inflammation through an anti-inflammatory diet rich in turmeric, ginger, and omega-3s can make a significant difference. Finally, establishing a consistent sleep schedule helps normalize both cortisol and testosterone production cycles. Sign number 5, itchy soles, especially at night. Itchy soles of your feet, particularly when they flare up at night, might seem like a minor annoyance. But this sensation can actually relate to lymphatic stagnation or histamine buildup in your body. Your lymphatic system is essentially your body's waste removal service, and when it becomes sluggish, metabolic waste products can accumulate in your extremities, including your feet. This stagnation often triggers nerve endings, creating that maddening itch. This symptom connects to hormonal health because effective lymphatic flow depends on muscle movement and proper fluid balance, both of which are supported by optimal testosterone levels. When testosterone declines, muscle tone decreases, and fluid regulation can become less efficient. For men over 60, this symptom becomes more common because the lymphatic system naturally becomes less efficient with age. Additionally, reduced physical activity, which often accompanies aging, means less of the natural pumping action that moves lymph fluid through your body. What can you do about itchy soles? First, increase your water intake. Proper hydration is essential for lymphatic flow. Second, try dry brushing your skin before showering, working in upward motions toward your heart. Third, regular walking or rebounding exercise, like using a mini trampoline, can dramatically improve lymphatic circulation. And finally, reducing histamine-rich foods like fermented products, aged cheeses, and cured meats can provide relief if histamine overload is contributing to your symptoms. Sign number 6, foot swelling or pitting edema. If you've noticed swelling in your feet, ankles, or lower legs, especially the kind that leaves a small indentation when you press on it with your finger, called pitting edema, your body is sending you an important signal about your circulatory health. This swelling occurs when fluid leaks from your blood vessels and collects in surrounding tissues. It's tied directly to circulation backup and fluid retention, and it has a significant connection to hormonal health in men. Testosterone helps regulate vascular tone and sodium balance in the body. When levels decline, your blood vessels may become less responsive and your kidneys may not regulate fluid balance as effectively. The result? Fluid accumulates in your lower extremities. For men over 60, this symptom becomes increasingly common because declining hormone regulation combines with the natural effects of gravity and often more sedentary lifestyles. The heart must work harder to pump blood back up from the feet, and when cardiovascular efficiency decreases, fluid can pool in the lower extremities. What actions can address swelling? First, reduce sodium intake and increase potassium-rich foods like bananas, sweet potatoes, and leafy greens to help balance fluid levels. Second, elevate your feet above heart level for 20 minutes, 3 times daily. Third, gentle exercise like ankle rotations, calf raises, and walking helps pump fluid back toward your heart. And fourth, compression socks worn during the day can significantly reduce fluid accumulation. Sign number 7, fungus, odor, or discolored toenails. Toenail fungus, persistent foot odor, or discolored nails might seem like isolated foot problems, but they often signal something much more systemic: immune imbalance or gut and liver overload. These symptoms suggest your body's natural defense systems aren't functioning optimally. Fungal organisms exist everywhere in our environment, but they only gain a foothold when our immune response is compromised or overwhelmed. Here's the connection to testosterone. Your immune function and testosterone levels have a bidirectional relationship. Low testosterone can compromise immune efficiency, while an overactive immune response, often triggered by gut imbalances or liver congestion, can inhibit testosterone production. For men over 60, these symptoms become more common because the immune system naturally becomes less vigilant with age. Additionally, decades of exposure to environmental toxins, medications, and dietary challenges can create a higher toxic burden on the liver, which must process everything from medications to environmental chemicals. This symptom is often seen when testosterone is low and inflammation is high, a common pattern in aging men that creates a perfect environment for opportunistic organisms like fungus to thrive. What can you do? First, improve your gut health with probiotic foods and supplements. A healthy microbiome supports both immune function and hormone balance. Second, support liver detoxification with foods like beets, artichokes, and milk thistle. Third, topical applications of tea tree oil or oregano oil can address the immediate fungal issue. And finally, reducing sugar intake is crucial, as fungal organisms feed on sugar and excess glucose in the tissues creates an environment where they thrive. Why this matters for testosterone and male performance. Now that we've explored these 7-foot signals, let's talk about why this matters so much for your testosterone levels and overall performance as a man. Testosterone isn't just about sex drive, though that's certainly important. It supports blood flow, endothelial health, and circulation throughout your entire body. It helps maintain the integrity of your blood vessel walls and ensures efficient delivery of oxygen and nutrients to all your tissues. Think about this. When blood isn't reaching your feet efficiently, it's likely not reaching other key areas optimally either. The same vascular system that supplies your feet also supplies your brain, your heart, and yes, your pelvis. Poor circulation doesn't just stop at your ankles. If you're experiencing any of the symptoms we've discussed, similar processes might be affecting your cognitive function, your cardiac health, and your sexual performance. The feet give you early visibility of what other parts of your body might be experiencing because they're the farthest from your heart. They're the first place where circulation problems become apparent, often years before they manifest elsewhere. Men over 60 often lose nitric oxide production and vascular tone as testosterone levels decline. Nitric oxide is the molecule that signals your blood vessels to dilate, allowing for better blood flow. Without adequate testosterone, this signaling process becomes less efficient. But here's the empowering part. Your body always sends signs first. It never suddenly fails without warning. These foot symptoms are actually a gift. An early warning system giving you the opportunity to take action before more serious issues develop. Subscribe now for weekly strategies to boost your circulation, performance, and vitality, naturally. Every week we share evidence-based approaches that have helped thousands of men reclaim their energy and drive without resorting to a cabinet full of prescriptions. The root causes behind these foot warnings. All of these foot symptoms we've discussed share common underlying causes, factors that affect both your circulation and your testosterone levels simultaneously. First is low testosterone itself. As levels decline, vascular integrity, muscle tone, fluid balance, and immune function can all suffer. This creates a challenging cycle where low testosterone causes symptoms that can then further reduce testosterone. Second is high blood sugar and insulin resistance. Excess glucose in your bloodstream damages blood vessels through a process called glycation. Essentially, sugar sticks to proteins in your vessel walls, making them stiff and less functional. This same process impairs testosterone production and receptor sensitivity. Third is poor sleep and high evening cortisol. Your body produces most of its testosterone during deep sleep phases. When sleep is disrupted or stress hormones remain elevated at night, this production is impaired. Meanwhile, those same stress hormones cause vasoconstriction, narrowing of blood vessels, reducing circulation to your extremities. Fourth is a lack of essential fats and nutrients. Your body requires specific building blocks to produce testosterone and maintain vascular health: omega-3 fatty acids, zinc, magnesium, vitamin D, and B vitamins among them. Modern diets often fall short in these critical components. Fifth is liver congestion or sluggish bile flow. Your liver processes hormones and toxins and produces bile to help digest fats. When it's overloaded, both hormone balance and nutrient absorption suffer. This can directly impact testosterone levels and the availability of nutrients needed for vascular repair. And sixth is inactivity and stagnant blood movement. Your calf muscles act as secondary hearts, pumping blood back up from your feet when you walk or move. Without regular activity, circulation becomes sluggish, and hormone delivery throughout your body becomes less efficient. Understanding these root causes is powerful because it means you can take targeted action to address multiple symptoms simultaneously. What to do? If you see these signs. If you've recognized one or more of these foot symptoms in yourself, here are the most effective actions you can take to improve both your circulation and your testosterone levels naturally. First, commit to daily walking for at least 15-30 minutes. Walking is the simplest yet most effective exercise for improving lower body circulation. The rhythmic contraction of your calf muscles creates a pumping action that moves blood and lymph fluid back up toward your heart. This movement also naturally boosts testosterone production compared to being sedentary. Second, add omega-3s, magnesium, and vitamin A and E-rich foods to your diet. Fatty fish like salmon and sardines, pumpkin seeds, almonds, leafy greens, sweet potatoes, and egg yolks should become staples in your meals. These nutrients are the building blocks your body needs for testosterone production and blood vessel repair. Third, deliberately avoid sugar and processed foods that block testosterone. High fructose corn syrup, refined grains, and seed oils create inflammation and hormone disruption. Instead, focus on whole foods, particularly quality proteins, healthy fats, and fiber-rich vegetables that support hormone balance. Fourth, hydrate properly and elevate your feet during rest periods. Aim for half your body weight in ounces of water daily and spend at least 15 minutes twice a day with your feet elevated above heart level. This simple position shift uses gravity to assist circulation and reduce fluid accumulation. Fifth, cut screen time in the hour before bed to balance cortisol and improve sleep. The blue light from phones, computers, and TVs disrupts your natural melatonin production, which not only impacts sleep quality, but also affects testosterone. Create a wind-down routine that avoids screens and instead incorporates relaxation techniques. Sixth, take note of changes in your symptoms. Use your body as feedback. If certain foods, activities, or habits make your symptoms better or worse, pay attention. Your body is constantly communicating with you, and becoming attuned to these signals empowers you to make better decisions for your health. And finally, seek medical guidance if swelling or symptoms persist despite your efforts. While many circulatory and hormonal issues can be improved through lifestyle approaches, sometimes underlying conditions require professional attention. A knowledgeable healthcare provider can partner with you to address these issues comprehensively. Your feet as a daily check-in tool. I want to encourage you to develop a new habit. Look at your feet each night before bed. This simple practice takes just moments, but can provide valuable information about your circulation, hormone balance, and overall health. Ask yourself, is there any new swelling compared to this morning? Foot swelling that increases throughout the day but resolves overnight is often related to circulation and may respond well to the strategies we've discussed. Persistent swelling needs medical attention. Check if your toes are warm or cold. Cold extremities, particularly in a warm environment, suggest reduced blood flow. Aim for consistently warm pink toes, a sign of healthy circulation. Look for any color changes, tingling, or unusual dryness. These subtle signs can alert you to changes in vascular health or nerve function before they become more serious issues. This kind of physical self-check shouldn't be unusual or uncomfortable. In fact, it's one of the most masculine things you can do. Taking responsibility for understanding your own body and addressing issues before they become problems. As I often tell the men I work with, you lead yourself by observing yourself. Self-awareness is the foundation of self-mastery, and that includes being attuned to the signals your body sends you. Conclusion: masculine reclamation through awareness. As we wrap up today, I want to emphasize something important. This isn't about fear. It's about awareness. The body always speaks. The question is, are you listening? For too long, men have been taught to ignore subtle health signals until something breaks down completely. We're encouraged to push through pain, discomfort, and warning signs, often to our detriment. True strength isn't found in ignoring your body's messages. It's found in understanding them and responding with wisdom. The feet are far from the heart, but they might be the closest thing to the truth about what's happening in your circulatory and hormonal systems. They provide visible, tangible feedback about processes that are otherwise invisible. By paying attention to these signals and taking appropriate action, you're not just addressing foot symptoms. You're supporting your testosterone levels, improving your circulation, and enhancing your overall vitality as a man. Remember, this isn't about treating disease. It's about optimizing function. It's about creating the internal environment where your body can thrive rather than just survive. Read your body, reclaim your health, restore your drive. This is Dr. Michael from Vital Core 60, and I'm committed to helping you harness your body's natural healing abilities to live with strength, clarity, and purpose well into your 60s, 70s, and beyond. If this content brought you clarity, click the thanks button to support the channel and help us empower more men after 60. And don't forget to share this with a friend or family member who might benefit from understanding these important connections between foot health, circulation, and testosterone. Until next time, this is Vital Core 60, where knowledge becomes power and power becomes vitality.